Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into The Love You Give Me. We're diving into episode 12. Towards the end of episode 11, it was honestly another just delightfully pleasant, positive, happy episode. We ended the episode with Minhui and Jinxi and Chen Chen just being a cute little family unit, just adorable. Miss Cow and her boyfriend, whose name I cannot remember for the life of me, seemed to be on good-ish terms, and they seem to be on the same page. So everything was just good. But again, we still have like 15 episodes left in this series, so we're not even halfway done with it yet. So that means that there's still lots of room for shenanigans to unfold. So I'm nervous for what shenanigans might unfold, but we're just gonna dive in and see. Who knows? Maybe we'll get 3 super sweet, amazing episodes in a row. Maybe. Okay, well, that was another just really nice episode. Like, it makes me happy on the inside, but it makes me nervous, like I keep saying, because I feel like I've just watched so many series where if I have too many good things happen in a row, something big and bad's lurking around the corner. But I don't know that this particular series is one of those series that's going for like a huge emotional gut punch. I feel like for the most part, this is a light and happy kind of series with, you know, some little emotional undertones here and there and whatnot. But for the most part, we're keeping it kind of just light and happy. So if we decide to just stay in this light and happy realm and then, you know, cross a little bit into like, okay, here's some more drama to stir up a couple times, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's super duper sweet. Again, the family dynamic between Shen Shen, Jinxi, and Minhui is absolutely adorable. Love. And I love seeing just, again, the natural interactions, the natural development between Minhui and Jinxi. Because there's so many times in some of these series where it's like the main ship will start off as this, it might be an enemies to lovers thing, or there might be some past history and they don't like each other for whatever reason. They've got this negativity, this hostility between them, and then overnight, like one event happens and then magically it's like, oh, we're in love again, or we're in love. And that's great, that's all well and good, but I like seeing how it hasn't felt rushed. It's felt just kind of natural, and they keep being put into these circumstances that feel natural for the characters that we've established. It's not like we're forcing them into some circumstance so that they have to make up or have to be close to each other. Like, they just keep getting put in these circumstances that fit the characters. And is that a helicopter? Lord. It's the middle of the night, so I'm like, who y'all looking for? But it's nice to see. It feels natural. Everything just feels like a natural evolution of where the character started and where the journey has felt natural and nicely paced. And it's just so nice to see the comparison between where Minhui and Jinxi started at the beginning of this series, where they started in the very first, second, third, fourth, fifth flashback that we saw at the end of the episodes, to where they are now. It's sweet because you can see that they genuinely care about each other. They genuinely cared about each other in the past, and those feelings are starting to rekindle now, and it's sweet. We love to see it happen. I am still very curious about what Sutian's fate was. Maybe they mentioned it at some point during one of the past episodes. I don't remember them mentioning it. Like, I know the whole reason Minhui went to meet him in her place was because Sutian got hurt. It looked like she was in an accident of some sort. Maybe it was a car accident, I don't remember. But she was getting carted off in an ambulance, and she's like, here, don't tell him anything happened to me. Take this. And took like a little diary, and, you know, he confused her for Sutian for the first little while there. But I'm still curious, what happened to her? Did she end up dying? Why has she not made an appearance? Is she like, or maybe she's perfectly fine and she's just not made an appearance. Maybe she recovered and they're still in touch and I don't know. I'm curious about that. Then we had Miss Cow and all of her feelings sitting here. There's part of me that's like, girl, I need you to calm down. This boy is doing his best. And there's the other part of me that's like, yeah, this is relatable. Sometimes being in a relationship or being with someone that you have a crush on that you really, really like, and you wanting them. Like, obviously, you can feel like there's a mutual chemistry. Y'all made out. Y'all have been having all these flirty moments, blah, blah, blah. So it's like you can feel that you guys like each other, but you still want them to make that big gesture. You want them to make that big public display of affection, or you want them to get you that bouquet of roses, or you want them to take you on the fancy dinner. Like, even though in your heart you may know that they like you a lot and they want to date you or whatever, you still want that like actual confirmation. You want them to do that act of service, like, okay, yes, they're actually putting forth the effort. So the whole damn episode, she's like, oh yeah, I can't believe he set up something so romantic for me, and then someone's getting engaged. Yeah, I just wanted to take you to the movies. Fine, let's go to the movies. Then they go to the movies and man stands up at the end, hey, before you guys go, I want to just take a moment to acknowledge one of my friends who is super duper in love and he brought his girl here with him. Stand up. And then it's someone else and it's like, okay, someone else is getting engaged. She's like, I swear to God, if one more person gets engaged, and then he walks her back to her apartment and she's like, I can't believe he hasn't done anything. Is he really this dense? And I'm like, is it a special day in this world? Like, I don't recall if they said what the date was at this particular point, so it didn't seem to be a Valentine's Day thing, but maybe it's some other romantic holiday over there, because like I remember when I was reacting to Cherry Magic, I think the day after Valentine's Day, or maybe it was a week after Valentine's Day, Red Day, or was it White Day? I don't remember. But there was another day that was kind of centered around love and whatnot, and that was in some way, shape, or form adjacent to Valentine's Day. That I had never heard of before reading the manga or watching the series. So I was like, maybe this is one of those instances where it's another holiday over on the other side of the world that, is celebrating romance and lovers. I mean, hell, it doesn't even have to be special to there. I feel like every day I wake up, it's some other holiday that we're celebrating. Happy Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. It's National Donut Day. It's International Fight Club Day, or like whatever. So I'm like, it could be something like that. And she's just making the biggest deal out of it. But she's expecting him to do something big and romantic because she wants him to. And he's just going on his merry way. All right, I really enjoyed this movie. It's great seeing you. And she's like, do you really not have anything to say to me? Nothing? And he's like, no. So she talks to Minwei, and Minwei, I guess, just puts things into perspective. Or, well, she was like, what am I to you? What's going on? He's like, you're my girlfriend. And she's like, excuse me? Again, words she wants to hear. She wants him to call her his girlfriend, but she wants him to make a big deal out about it and ask her first, which I'm like, fair. I too would like someone who wants to be in a relationship with me to ask me if I would like to embark upon a relationship with this person and not just like assume that we are dating. Granted, they've had lots of flirty moments and the whole bathtub makeout session, so I could see where he might get the idea, okay, we might be dating, but still, it does not hurt to have conversations and to actually make things official. But thankfully, Minwei put her kind of into perspective and is like, girl, I think you were just in love, and that's that. She's like, huh, maybe I am. I'll just have to wait and see how he does. It's like, okay, you be cute, girl. And yeah, that was the majority of the things. We had Dr. Zhao, who I do appreciate the conversation he and Jinxi had after Jinxi was kind of eavesdropping on his conversation with the other little girl who's been all over Zhao. Because again, it felt like Jinxi, that was the one time throughout their interaction that Jinxi didn't seem like he was trying to just be a dick for the sake of being a dick, or like he was trying to one up Dr. Zhao and be like, yeah, I can do this better. I'm the right man for her. Like, it felt like he was literally just saying, hey, I know her. And I can see that in the last 4 years, she values you. She loves you so much. And I'm thankful for you taking care of my son and her over these last few years. But I can tell you that she does not see you that way. She's never seen you that way, and I don't think she ever will see you that way. And that felt like just coming from a real place of like, hey, genuinely do not continue to waste your time. It didn't feel like it was coming from a place of, hey, I won. Sorry, guy. It felt like he was genuinely saying, hey, from one guy to another, she don't like you. Just try to move on. And then Dr. Zhao's like, well, what about you? Do you think that she's going to fall back in love with you? Because again, obviously, outsiders looking in, we can see the looks that they give each other. We can see how much they care about each other. And at that point, Jinxie is confident. He's like, yes, she will. Yeah, I think that was the majority of the plot points. So like, yeah, it was a very short, sweet, and cute episode. Nothing majorly drastic happened. And I'm excited to see where the next episode takes us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. Don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.
Stranded here, stranded here, stranded. Stranded here, stranded here, time